Okay, let's take a look. Today we are looking at Take a Hike. This is page C23. We're going to be using fraction bars to represent fractions of a distance. Oh, just a minute.
First one was the lunch. I thought I forgot my backpack. Oh yeah, I was stolen. And my sweatshirt.
Okay. Sorry, there's no pause button. Alright, so we're going to take a look. Dion hiked the Green Mounds Trail, which is 16 miles long. The table shows Dion's progress during the hike. Bye, Paul.
Yep.
Use the fraction bars below to show the fraction of the trail Dion had hiked at different times. Each fraction bar represents 16 miles. Then complete the table. First thing I notice is each fraction bar is 16 miles. So right away, I'm just going to label the end of each of these 16 so I can remember that. Alright. So the first one we're doing, at 10 a.m., he had 1/8 of the trail hiked. We want to know how many miles that is. So what is my equation? Well, I'm looking at 1/8 of, if I look at my fraction bar, 16 miles. Well, the bottom of my fraction is an 8, so I know I need to separate this into 8 equal parts. So I'm going to start by doing a half, and then splitting that, splitting it again, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm doing this side, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 equal parts. We're doing 1/8, so I'm only considering 1/8. So I need to know how many miles is 1/8. Well, if I'm splitting 16 into 8 equal parts, then each 8 would be, if you said 2 miles, you would be correct. So he's only completed 2 miles here, because 16 divided by 8 is 2. I can also check and say 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So now I'm going to look at noon. At noon, he's hiked half of his trail. Well, I can label this half. What is my equation for that? Well, 1/2 of 16. If I shade that in, I can see that half of 16, which is 16 divided by 2, would be, you can write your answer up here. Hopefully you wrote 8. The last one is probably the hardest. Now we're looking at 3/4. So if I look at my fraction bar, I'm going to think to myself, what's my equation? Well, 3/4 of 16. Right away I look at my denominator, it's a 4. I know I need to separate this into 4 equal parts. Okay. And I'm considering 3 of them this time. So I need to shade in 1, 2, and 3. So I need to figure out how many miles he's traveled. To do that, I need to figure out how many miles 1/3 fourth of 16 is? Every fraction is just a division problem. 16 divided by 4 is 4. I know that 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 16. If I'm only considering 3 of those, I'm simply going to do 3 times 4, which hopefully you know your math facts and you get 12. Don't forget to label your answer.